I'm going to kick this off by showing a clip from the best movie ever made about kickboxing, Kickboxer. This is my favorite clip from the movie. Because it's so fucking ridiculous.
Kick the tree. That's it. Take your bag and leave my house.
What? What's going on?
You don't want training.
Hey, you want me to break my leg?
Your brother. Remember?
Sagat killing his brother.
Like this? What about this?
What I love about this scene is the look on the old master's face after Jean-Claude has destroyed his shins. And he's sort of like, man, what the fuck? I didn't ask you to do all of that. Shit, these dude is crazy. God damn. Now, before I get into the drawing portion of this episode, I guess I should give you a little primer on those of you who aren't familiar with Sagat. Sagat is a Thai fighter from the Street Fighter video game franchise, and after he's done beating up people, he laughs. And when he's done beating up women, he lets out a good hearty laugh, chuckling, throwing his head back, enjoying his life. Look at that evil fella. People are right around in the background on their bikes, just trying to avoid him. Like, holy shit, I hope that doesn't happen to me. People are just watching their bulls. Alright, so I was in Baltimore this weekend for Otakon. Pretty fun. I got some weird drawings done, like this one right here. Very multifaceted, kind of crazy shit. I want to do more of that in the future. I say that so much. And I don't really like Sagat that much as a character in the franchise. I usually play Fei Long. Also, I'm really shitty at that game, so I don't know what came over me. I think it was about 1 a.m. I was sitting around in the convention, and I was really drowsy. I was actually falling asleep while I was drawing this, but I just challenged myself. I was like, hey, let me draw Sagat as many times as possible in as many ways as possible. So I ended up drawing him 6 times. Well, I mean 5 times by the time I started doing this one. You can see him in the lower left. That drawing was done without a reference. I'm kind of proud of that one. I noticed my body drawing skills are getting better. One thing I think of note is, like, I didn't use references, so everything about him was mirrored in my mind. His eye patch is actually on the wrong eye. It's supposed to be on his right eye. His scar is supposed to be going across the other way on his chest. It's a scar he got from fighting Ryu, getting his ass whooped. I guess before the game timeline, before the game starts. I really need to figure out some way to make these, to have the camera capture everything that's on the page. It's really hard adjusting this thing when it's on your chest. So the way I tackled this was I made different shaped heads. I tried to really exaggerate the shape of the head with each Sagat that I drew. I also played around with each one. I changed the eye shape. I focused on the eyes, distance between the eyes, philtrum, nose, lip size, lip thickness, lip width, even the shape of the chin. I really went in and forced myself to do different kinds of shapes with his face. At the end of this video, I'll have you'll get a closer look at what it looked like at the end. So this drawing was done in the morning. After after I was done drawing at 1 a.m., I got a few hours of sleep, and I was in Panera Bread. Ate a decent sandwich. It was kind of overpriced. Made the lips really thick on this one. I made his head really, really thick on this one, because I think the other ones are really skinny. You'll notice that later on. the first 3 or 4 that I drew, his head is really slim, which is it's a sticking point of mine. It's something I had to train myself out of, and you'll notice this if you draw or you do anything creative. I assume you'll notice there's things that you stick on that you can't. That's hard for you to get over. For me, it's the width of the distance between the eyes and the ears. That I never pull it out far enough. I always have this tendency to make it too close in. It sucks that you have to look up in the corner right now, but I'll fix that up next time. I have this theory. It's not even a theory. I'm acting like I fucking made it. If you draw the same character 6 times, you're probably going to get pretty good at drawing them. And it's something I usually don't do. I usually draw a character once and then I'm done. So this was a really cool exercise. I like this 5th Sagat a lot right here. The shading came out really good on his face. I might like that one better than the one you see me drawing right here. Got his ears good on that one. Now would be a good time to let me know how you feel about the format of this episode. It was kind of weird. I do some stuff in the beginning. I usually don't do that sort of stuff, like found footage. And let me know if you want to see me draw any other characters 6 times. Challenge myself to do some shapes. Here, I'm giving him cauliflower ear, which is it's a condition that wrestlers and boxers get when you just get hit repeatedly on the side of your head. When your body your head just hits on a wrestling mat and all that stuff. You're like, it destroys, the cartilage in your ear. It just fills up with water. I think it gets calcified or something. I don't remember. What am I looking for here? Oh, sharpener. This is a 2B pencil, by the way, that I use for all these drawings. So, pretty much the same stuff in any. It's like the default hardness of a pencil. All right, now right here you can see a little better on the other Sagats. The third one, I think, the third one and the 5th one are my favorites. It was a fun challenge. Stretching out this guy's face. Adding a few scars. If you have questions, post them in the comment section as well. I hope I didn't miss any from the last video. If you have any ideas of where this little video series can go, let me know. These are shorter to make than my interviews and all that other stuff, so it lets me spend more time on the RPGs, which is it's really good for me time-wise. Also, at the end of this, you'll see me drawing another Sagat in a really simplified sort of way. The final image. Yeah, this 6th one isn't that bad either. I think maybe, but it seems like the 5th is the closest to the original Sagat design. Let me know what you guys think. Put your comments down there. I'm not going to say it again. It's kind of annoying at this point. What am I doing with this eyeball here? The more beady you make a person's eyes, the more sinister they look, as a rule of thumb. Overall, this was a success. I want to do more of these. Here's the final image. You might have to full screen zoom in a little bit. Which Sagat did you like the best? I guess I omitted the original first. Yep, let me know. Thanks for watching. And I will see you guys this Friday for a live draw at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and next week with some more content.